Alright. Sorry about that. So after looking through the entire basement, I finally found the damn thing. So we're back to building this thing. Now I bent this thing a bit out of shape just to give me a way to, and I know this doesn't bend very well, but this is the best way I think I've seen to actually be able to put this darn thing through the hole. It's so annoying. I'm constantly afraid I'll break it. And then it surprises me by being way more resilient than I imagined. But in the end, we've done it. And I also trimmed this wire, so now it looks like this. Okay, so we got two thermistor ends going through these two small holes here. We got the hole of the fiberglass insulated wire going through the plus. The other end of the heat resistor, not heat resistor, the heat fuse going on the other side of the plus. And then what? Confirm connections and solder. Alright, so let's verify that we got everything correct. So this, there, these two, and then anything else. Okay, so we'll power this up. That you have the heater cartridge LED and the thermal safety fuse laying inserted into the holes of the HC220 hardened PCB board. Heater cartridge is on the left, thermal safety fuse on the right. Heater cartridge on the left, yeah. Safety fuse here. Excuse me. Are inserted into the correct true hole locations of the PCB. Yeah, these two. And then solder. Solder all four true hole connections. Alright, now this is where it gets very interesting and very scary. Because I can't fuck this up. I can very much fuck this up, and I need not to fuck this up. So orient it this way. Maybe this is better. Is it? Not really, no. Well, I guess it kind of is. Okay. So I'll just wait for this to heat up. And then we'll get the soldering iron and this. And we'll solder these things. Oh god. It's not... We'll start with the thermistor legs because that's what scares me the most. Without a doubt. I'm not gonna need a lot of this. We're not thinning wires, we're just making connections, and I'm not very experienced in doing it. Maybe we shouldn't do the thermistor to start with. Maybe we should do... Yeah, I think I'm gonna start with the... There's this one, that's the thermal safety fuse. maybe. I think this configuration is better for now. Yeah, I think it's better for the fiberglass insulated wire actually. So we'll see. So it's fairly hot. Let's see here. Oh god. Some people will laugh at me for being afraid of doing this shit. But then they haven't spent the money I have spent on this thing. Shit doesn't want to melt. It's not high temp enough. Maybe it hasn't completely heated up yet. Maybe it's just fucking with me too. God fucking damn it. Doesn't want to cut your fucking metal. It's not hot there, but there it's hot. What is this? Oh, there we go. Now it's hot enough. Alright, here we go. Don't you dare. Can see it from a mile away. My soldering is gonna be out to crap. I think that's actually decent. I'll show the soldering at the end, maybe. God damn it. That's great, but it needs some soldering stuff in front there. It's not easy to reach. Again, this isn't the most perfect thing, but I think that one's going to be good enough. Now for the thermistors. Okay, now that is something else. Okay, I think that's fine. The other one. I think I've actually done it. Okay, so that's nice and tight. Now these sturdy wires, well, that's not getting out anytime soon. And yeah, okay, so I think we're good. That's great. Great news. I was really afraid of this part, but it ended up being very well. So the soldering on the big wires actually is not so great, because I had to go around these wires trying to avoid the obstacles. But then soldering on the thermistors, it really just left a drop on them, which in turn just filled the hole, and it just soldered beautifully. So yes, we've done it. It's done. Alright. After the true holes connections have been soldered, trim the excess thermistor leads on the top side of the shield. Then these do not need to be flush with the board. You just need to ensure they cannot short against each other. Alright, let's do that. Using our trusty scissors. And cluck and cluck. And there you go. Now they're not touching each other. Now the other ones, I think, I don't know. Then what's gonna happen with this one? This one is easy to cut, but this one, boy. Install 2-pin header for fans. Okay, so the 2-pin headers are these little small white things. There's one here in my hand, and there's supposed to be another one. It was with the ferrules. No, I don't know where it is. God damn it. What? Why? I had one out. Okay, there it is. So I got the two of them. I don't have to stop the stream this time around. And okay, so insert and orient. I need to solder again, don't I? Insert and orient the parts as shown in the picture. The solid face. Oh, Control 2 for that. The solid face of the plug should be facing towards the center of the hot end. All right. The solid face of the plug towards the center of the hot end. Something like that then. Like that. check the pictures just to make sure. It's hard to see, man. Maybe if I look. Okay, so okay, that's how it is. Solder those two plugs. Oh god. I'm trying to like bend them. Oh fuck, I don't want to do that. So that they're further apart from each other, first of all, and then they will be easier to solder. Okay, so this here now is going to be very annoying. I don't want to pinch the instruments really. Oh, I don't want to pinch that either though. All right. Oh my god, here we go. Okay, so that's really good. No, that's not really good. No. No. Exactly what I didn't fucking want to happen happened. Oh fuck me. I think I was able to do what I wanted to do. Very slowly now. Okay, that's good, that's good. Woo! Okay, I think I did it. I kinda soldered them together. But then I was able to have a gap in between, so I'm gonna make sure that there's a resistance between the two, that they don't connect. They don't connect. They don't connect indeed. It's great. It's so close to connecting, but they don't connect. Can be turned into a meme. How close I am to losing my shit. Oh my god. Oh god. Literally. How close I am to losing my shit. So that's the that's just the fan mounts. So there's a problem with the fan mounts, I don't know why. Oh. Yeah, no. I'll leave it at that. I was gonna try my hand as a mighty hubris, but no, that's not. It's not worth it. So let's just solder this guy in. Let's just solder this guy. And use tape to hold it into place. We love tape around here. For a reason. Because it's awesome. Am I right? Oh my god. Could you actually solder the thing onto the board, please? Thank you very much. I mean, not like we're gonna melt PTFA with that thing anytime soon, but still. Oh. Oh. That is not a very good solder. So we're gonna try to see if everything we've soldered is good using the this voltmeter. So what happens is that between two of these there should be no connection, there should be infinite resistance. What does that? Infinite. And infinite. Okay, so that's good. But there should be close to zero resistance between the same wire and its solder. Yep. Yep. Oh. Yep. 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 So every single solder we've done is good. Which is absolutely insane. Okay. Okay. Oh god. Okay, soldering, not great, but oh my god, these two, how close I am to losing my shit. Alright, so no more soldering for now. I'm probably not gonna need the whole arm anytime soon, so let's put it aside. And I think we've done soldering. Yeah. We're done soldering. Now we only have to put in the plastic parts. I am so glad. You guys cannot imagine. Okay, so everything else we got here is going to be required for the assembly. That's nice. 30mm long piece of 1/8 heat shrink tubing and 2 additional layer fan mounts. Yeah, there's the heat shrink tubing. And I'll be able to put that on. That's great. Installing the hot end PCB mount. Oh, that's great. It's so nice. I don't have to solder this shit for now. Oh, night. Okay. So, align the hot end with the PCB mount as shown in the image and gently slide it in place. Okay. So like this. No. Like this. Okay, so the wires have to be nearer to the hot end for this to slide correctly. Gently. This is gently. It's not very freaking gentle. Oh my god. Here we go. No, not yet. Alright, I think we've got it into place like this. We had to squish some of the wires. I guess that's why they're high temp. It's high temp insulation because it's all squished against this part. No, I can't. No, that's not gonna work. It's really weird. Squishes the wires really hard, man. I don't like it. Well, we're gonna have to live with it. Okay. So just screw it into place there. I mean, it's not a symmetrical piece, so I guess. Alright. Arc them slightly. Okay. Let's do that. And let's fasten, I guess. No? Okay. Locate one of the ball bearing fans. There they are. Goddamn. It's a lot of fans. Tilt the fan at a slight angle and slide into the fan mount legs of the PCB mount. The side of the fan with the elbow should be closest to hot hand sink. Okay, so there. Like that. Right? It says slide it in this. Gosh darn. Alright, we did it. Like that, yeah. The final location of the fan is on bottom edge. Is with the bottom edge flush with the bottom of the PCB mount. Let's try and adjust that. That sounds fairly reasonable. That looks fairly good. Secure to the PCB to the mount. Now locate the large screws and then screw them. Pretty much. So I'm gonna use this large because it's probably not self-tapping, but screws aren't self-tapping, but you're gonna have to tap a hole inside. So you know. This is not easy. Number 438. Well, that's as far as it's going to go. And where are the rest of the gosh. The rest of the screws are in there. So another longer screw. We got another small box. Put all those in. Put them in as well. This is one of the larger screws. And just screw this down. Here we go. Okay, so ideally we have trimmed these wires, so let's do that before we forget. I was saying, it's a bit weird that they don't tell us to trim the wires. One wire is going to be really easy to trim. Here we go, it's done. The other one, a bit harder. Don't even know how I'm going to do it. Okay, so that would be great. But it's a bit too large. I'm actually gonna want to resolder this part because the soldering is really bad. It's not even touching the thing. So I'm gonna screw that shit in and oh, sorry for that. I didn't mean to say that. I'm gonna screw the last screw in. It looks fair. It looks fairly good. Oh. Here we go. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? And so that's the hot end of the machine. So that's pretty exciting. Install the barrel fan blocker. Going with a barrel fan blocker, that's a new thing. Is that a printed part? No, it's injection. This one's injection molded. Alright, what the hell do we do with the barrel fan blocker? Do this. Put it where? Put it there. With the visible fin on the heatsink between the hot end standoff and the heater block. Okay. Be on the side with the cartridge lead. Side with the skinnier lead is on the side with the cartridge leads. So just like that. Okay, we need to press it until it snaps. Here we go. Oh, I see. Because they don't want air going into this. That's actually fairly smart. Is this hot? I don't know. I don't want to assemble too much of it before I resolder the thing. It's probably not going to be a very hard operation, but as you can see, it's slightly up from the bottom. So the soldering isn't soldering it, the tin isn't soldering it to the base, it's just there. And that's not what we want. And that maybe, just maybe happened. because I pulled on it to try and trim it off. Sorry. Oh, actually, there's one screw that's not tightened tight enough. Here we go. All right. This is assembled, and are there any kind of sub-assemblies we need? Fine wire routing, sure. Where I made through the notch in the PCB, wrap it around the PCB, adapting the center of the hot end, and then plugging to HE header in the PCB. Okay. So wrap it around this. The connection is key. This will aid in ensuring polarity is correct. Alright, so... Okay, so inside this, around, and around again, and then into this. Yep. That's it. Alright. Is that... Yeah, maybe I don't want to do that just yet. Is it going to be hot enough? Not yet. I'll just wait a bit. So I'll just wait the fan mounts instead. 3mm ball bearing fans and HE 280 layer fan mounts. These. Okay. Pay close attention to orientation of fan lids and direction of the installation. Oh boy. Here we go. The fan should be installed into the fan mounts in the direction indicated with the red arrows in the image. So if I do like doing this image, sorry for switching so much. If I do like they do in this image like that, no, that's not it. Slightly this way, I think. Yeah. And I do the same for 3 of them, I guess. Pum 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 pum. So okay, so just press fit it and then what? All these things need to be aligned. They are, really. And then route the wires. Okay, so looking at this, you wrap it once. See? That's it. Okay. Okay, so that's just how it is. That way. So, oh. Alright, we can do this. Maybe it's hot enough. Just get this. Just for fun. It's probably hot enough. In my hand it's really hot. Okay, so it is hot enough. Okay, this is going to be... Just move down. Get into place, please. Oh, I think it's great. No, it's not. Never mind. have absolutely no idea why it wants to lift from the ground so bad. It's probably touching. Pretty sure that's touching. All right. We'll leave it at that for now. Let's go onto the ball joint platform. Man, this is very tiresome. And we haven't even begun yet. It's incredible. Can you believe this? Okay, so what we need is from these parts, we need. Huh? The fuck? Okay. That's like the injection points of the injection molded part. Alright. So this, we need some of the hardware inside this pack. Is there hardware at all inside this pack? It doesn't seem to be. Oh yes, there is. So we'll just dump, I guess I'll just dump that pack in this black box here. Here we go, here we go. Falls everywhere. Fun. What the hell is this? I don't even know. Parts list. That. Screw this bag. Screw this bag. Empty bag. Empty bag. Okay. What is that? Oh, okay. Yeah. I see. Alright, so yes. So let's start with this and the hardware. Jesus. She's serious. Ay. Okay, so drop the hardware pack into this small box and oh god, okay, so we got these screws and we got these washers. Put them together with, I don't know, I'll start by the mountain location. So it says the reticles in the cable will secure the hot end with PCB mounted ball joint platform. Alright. Yes. Said in the cable will secure the layer fan mounts the ball joint platform. Keep these reminders in mind for the following steps. Refer back as needed. Alright. Positioning and wire routing. So apparently it's sticker up. For this. And then this, I mean, I don't really. 6 of the sheet metal screws. Secure one leg of each fan mount to the hole on the bottom of the ball joint platform. Like what? Like this? Okay. So on these, no, the holes besides them. Oh, okay, I see. Whoa, no, I don't see. I will refer to the image. Okay, now I see. So it's pretty symmetrical for now, so we'll just get the sheet metal screws. And no washers? this good there. Whoa, wait a second. Okay, so it's this way around. Oh, I see. And then you do this. All right. This makes a lot more sense. Pretty nice press that you got there. Gonna use the brush again. Press it down as far as it will go. There we go. All right. Then the last one. All right. Now we've fitted these the ball joints. We'll put these fans into place. So the fans go into the holes. These holes, all right. And using the machine screws, sheet metal screws, machine sheet metal. Same stuff, right? Probably not. Probably not the same stuff at all. And okay, so this way, and then screw it in with a Phillips screwdriver, one of the 300 I have lying around. I don't know, highly disorganized right now. Screw it in. Enough strength, screw it in better, stronger, faster. This is gonna be interesting. Wait a second here. It blows towards the... It blows towards this. All right. So, okay. All right, whatever. I guess. All right, so I'll just screw them the way they want me to screw them without asking questions. I mean, there is 6 screws, right? Yep. And we're not using washers. No, we're not. That's strange. All right. Let me just check this real quick. Nope. Let's just screw this in then. And the last one. Will be screwed in this way. Alright, now secure one leg of each fan mount. That's done. To the hole on the bottom of the ball joint platform. Yep. Reroute the fan leads along the body of the fan and in between the two bosses, indicating with the green arrow. Okay. So we put it back on top. And then... So they're supposed to be routed this way. What is this? Wait a second. This picture is blurry as hell. Okay, so it just says reroute it through the middle, I guess. Is what they want us to do. Finally, okay, so now we secure them correctly. Which is something that does require a good amount of force. Jesus. Okay. Now, next one. And last screw. And here we go. Oh, damn. Oh, ouch. I'm gonna have to redo this one because the wire isn't routed correctly. It should be routed this way, right? It goes here. Oh god. Wait. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Should go here, right? And then under, and shoot a little gap in the middle that way. It wasn't routed correctly, so I have to do it again. That's just how it works. That's just how it is. It's annoying because this part there is spiky. Yeah. Alright, I think I got it this time around. Alright. We have it. We've got it. So now this fan lead routing, they tell us to use the tool that came with the kit, so that's pretty funny, I think. So we use this tool to do what they tell us to do, which is route the fan leads on the bottom of the ball joint platform The 2-layer fans are close to the channel in the ball joint. Okay. We want to gently flex up the wire management tab with a flat tool such as a print removal. Okay, so we want to put this under there gently. Jesus. I'll unscrew them a bit. Because if I don't, there's no way I'm getting those wires under there. Alright, here we go. Okay, so this way and this one that way. No. Here we go. So this way and across, like it says in the picture. And then the next one has to go around both of these. Oh, I see. When it's under, it's just no problem. We can screw them down tightly. But it has to go under. You have to lift the first part. That. Like that. And then over like that. And you have another one here. Oh God. I think this one's fine. Hey, here we go. Alright, so that's routing. If it's done by hand, any of the wire management tabs, we're actually gonna screw them back down. And if need be, we'll screw them up again. We'll unscrew them. Again. Just do what we need to do. Alright, now that's done. Read all steps before proceeding. Alright, this is gonna be interesting. Preparing the splice. Oh God, there's gonna be a splice. We're gonna need to make a splice. We'll be cutting off the shortest fan lead first. You want to cut the leads as close to the plug as possible. The plug of the shortest fan. You will now cut the remaining 2 sets of fan leads the same length as the first. Do not discard the leads and plugs that you cut off. This will be used when installed on a rainbow board. They will be attached to the 40mm ball bearing fan, allowing you to plug into the rainbow board. Okay. Okay, so we cut the thing for the shortest as close to the plug as possible. Is that it? The plug of the shortest fan lid first. You want to cut the leads as close to the plug as possible, exactly. Remain 2 sets of fan lids the same length as the first. Okay, to the same length. Now, it says do not discard these under any circumstance, so I'm keeping them. So approximately 5 millimeters of insulation. I'll go approximately for this one. But there's a lot of stripping to be done. A lot of stripping to be done. Let's start, shall we? Okay. Sure was able to set for these two, but these, they just don't want. You just love each other a bit too much for my taste. All right. And split. Now. Can strip them off. Oh God, my headphones are losing a lot of battery. So that's approximately 5 millimeters for each. Locate the heat shrink tubing. Yep, there it is. Cut the heat shrink tubing in half. Why? Why do you have to do this to me? Every time I cut something in half, I end up losing it. Alright, where's my caliper? Where's my goddamn caliper? I can't find my tools anymore. It's that bad. My caliper's inside its box, probably. Yeah, put it back in during the break. Well, that sucks. I would love to cut it in half, but it's like... Alright, fine. I'll eyeball it. It looks like half. Pretty much the same size. Okay. Okay, I see. I see how we're gonna do this. Oh shit. Almost fucked up. I cut when I didn't have, when I needed not to cut. That was almost bad. But fortunately enough, I have a spare. Sweet. Alright, so now we strip some of that. and some of that. And we have to splice it with those. So all red is gonna go with this red, and all black is gonna go with this black. That's a bit too tight. And let's shave off a bit more. Alright, here we go. So, splice all the red together. Red, red, red. Pull all the red together. And then put all the black wires together. The hard part here is to, actually I have them all align and then spin them together. Oh, the red wires just didn't stay together. God damn. Okay, so when you put them together like this, you have two wires and then you just turn the other wire around it. And put them together. Oh God. Whenever I do these types of connections, I really like to really go ahead and solder the wires together, because I find that it's not good enough if you don't do that. But I guess it can work. I think we just made it work. Yeah. That sounds... Oh God, I gotta put the heat shrink tube in. God damn it, I'm an idiot. Heat shrink, and now we can do this. Oh no. No, 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 no. This is not happening. This is not happening. Battery mode enabled. Alright. Hopefully my computer in. Here you go. And so now it's like this. And it looks very much like the end result, what the end result should be. And then you tune the wires, right? Okay, yeah. And then place a heat shrink. A lot of step. Inline soldering. My favorite. It's actually not my favorite. It's actually really bad. I hate it. I hate doing that stuff. Yes, the arm is removable. Surprise, surprise. Here we go. And now we're gonna wait for the soldering iron to get up to a decent temperature. We're almost done though. We're really almost done with the hot end. We're almost done with the... Oh. This is the longest sub-assembly, for sure. Because there's so many little parts I have to put together. And it's very tedious. It's the most precise part of this whole ordeal. And it's almost done. Can't believe it. Oh. You know what? I think I'll come back once the soldering iron is hot. Then we'll solder this, put the heat shrink tube in, and get on with the next step. But for now, Alright, we're back. And the soldering iron is probably very hot. And let's do this inline soldering. Oh yeah. And this inline soldering seems to be pretty good. All that's left is to shrink the heat shrink. That seems to be good enough. Alright, we're done with this. Now we will install the wire tie. There it is. All the way back from the wire whip. Okay, so we extend this here, and we tie this. Oh, I see. This is an interesting one. It goes like that. Here. It goes in the small channel. And then just pull on it. And it should tie the wires there. Pull it, make sure that it's fairly tight. And let's not use that, let's use the let's use the scissors and cut. Boom. Now we've got this. The next step, cut off the excess wire tie. What is that? Oh, that's unnecessary.
Okay, now it's time to turn this.
cut off excess wire tie, installing the hot end on the platform. Have this. Have the hot end. We have the platform. Locate the sheet metal screws. Three. I think they might be referring to those. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Oh, picked the wrong one. There's 2, and there's no third one. I'm confused. Wait a second. Did I? I knew something was wrong with these screws. I knew they were a bit too long. Right? Right. Replace those screws with smaller screws. All right. Smaller screw again. And then smaller screw. Alright, yes, I must say something. I will probably stop the stream after finishing the assembly for this. And then I will change it so that there will be video recording but no sound recording. Because this is getting a bit strange, you know, to have just be there alone talking to the void. So I'll have the video recording, and when the time comes, I will do comments with my voice if I find something interesting. but else I'll just keep the video going. So I don't know, for people who are interested, but this is now correctly routed, and we now have the correct screws, so we can finally place this down. And we need to place it down that way, right? No. Okay, so the way it is that we place the fan ports not exactly where the fans are. Whoa. That's mighty confusing. Oh my god, it's not gonna reach. Oh my god. Can you believe that shit? Just a tad too short. Get this out of there. And these boys in there. Maybe it's good enough. Oh, if I had put them the other way around, it would have maybe worked. But now, yeah, it would have definitely worked. Okay, so what do I do now? I need more small tie wraps. If I'm able to find one, the stuff that I have over here will be good enough. But I need to find a small tie wrap. Gosh darn it. Like, I can put it on the other side, but not this one, because I bent them the wrong way with the tie wrap. It just sucks. I have to steal one of the tie wraps from another place and just pray to God that there's one extra. And if there's not, well, I'll just get my own tie wraps. It's not that expensive. It's not that hard to find either. All right. Yeah, see? If I do it like this, it actually freaking works. I'll just screw it before putting the tie wraps, so that the tie wraps, so I don't really need a tie wrap, do I now? It's getting stretched so much. I don't think I'll put a tie wrap. I don't think it's necessary. If it becomes necessary, then I'll put one. But for now, man. I don't think I need it. So let's just put these screws in. This screw is a bit annoying because there's a wire in the way. Hold on. I think I'm screwing to nothing. That's what it feels like. Oh, I'm screwing to something. Where the fuck is... Wait a second. I think I'm screwing the wrong screw. Yeah, I did. Whoops. Here we go. Right, this is the right screw. All right. We're ever closer to having a final assembly. Gosh darn. This will have taken quite a while. All right. Now that's there. And what's the next part? Just the cap. That's all that's left. Top cover. There's only one orientation that will work. Yeah, the one that where we have this like that. And then I guess use some of the remaining screws. Okay. Let's actually read what's being said here. So, to screw this in, arrange the hot end assembly with the platform assembly so that the hot end fan is parallel with the ball joints that have the layer fan leads connected to it. Yeah, I've pretty much done the exact orientation they want me to. Fully tighten. Route the wires for the layer fans through the same notch as PCB routed hot end fan. I did that. Labeled part. Yep. The top of the high end assemblies are only orientation it will work. Secret cover with these metal screws, full tighten, but do not over tighten. Alright. They don't want us to damage their precious PCB. Understandable. I wouldn't want to damage it. It's weird how the top cover seems to be made in a different plastic than the rest. And here we go. There you go. And yeah, I kind of screwed up in cutting this. I'll try my best at soldering it back together. All right. All right. So I've exposed the two wires. The longer one is red and the shorter one is black. Just turn these around. I'll try my best soldering them back together with wire leads. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. I can probably do it. The hard part really was what I just did, which was try and remove the insulation without cutting the wires themselves. Because I kind of screwed up with the whole thing, and I will need that stuff for the Rambo board, so it's gonna be probably the last thing I do. Now this is the hot end assembled. Complete hot end assembled perfectly. Well, perfectly. Maybe a few flaws here and there, but mostly perfectly. Now, there's something in this that's a bit strange, and that's... What the hell are these? What's that supposed to be? It's probably something to do later with this and the rest, so I'll put it with that for later. And the other question is, what the hell is this? I have no clue. It's like a wrench or something. What? Alright, so I'm gonna have to reorganize maybe a bit. This has been very long just to assemble this. The carriages took no time at all to complete. That was very fast, but this took a while. Didn't help that I one of the parts went flying out of nowhere. I was afraid I would never find it again, but I did end up finding it, so there's that. Oh, what the hell is that? Oh, white. Alright, there it is. That's gonna be a hell of a challenge. fuck out the plastic. Oh my god. He did it. The madman did it. I was able to solder back on one leg. And this means that I can use some tape. Actually, I should use electric tape. I'll use that later. I can use some tape to isolate it from the other one. Now, that was a challenge. But where you see a real difference between the boys and the men is with this next one. Oh, Jesus. Has he done it? Has the madman done it again? It's very hot. Yeah. He did do it. He's the greatest. So what happened is this little small white thing, the white plug, I had cut the leads from it, and then they just told me, yeah, well, you needed that together in one piece. I was like, oh, well, that's a problem, because, you know, I kind of cut it. So I tried soldering it back on first, try to strip the insulation of these little pieces that was left off the white connector. And I did that with a pair of scissors. So I could have just gone through the whole wire, but I was gentle enough to just remove the insulation, then had to wire them in the air because I have only the one arm. I don't have like two arms. And I had to wire them in a way that they wouldn't touch, and yeah, it happened. The madman. Let's put this back there. And so that's done. We're done with the hot end assembly, and we're done with the live stream for now, I think. I'm gonna stop it. I never